it's Gadget UK here again. This time a really crusty looking ArcadeR stick. Trust me, it just needs a clean up. This has been well utilised for the last 2 years. I got this, it was kindly gifted to me from Stephen Leary, along with another one. I've got a pair of these, so I'll show you the other one in its box as it looks pristine from new for the TFMSX stuff. Yeah, so it was incredible. He sent me Kickstart 3.2 and 2 of these, so I'm so grateful for these. They were much appreciated. And the benefit of me having done things this way around, you can see it's dirty, it's got finger, what do you call it, you know, finger juices and things crusted onto this. Horrible, really dusty. It hasn't actually been used in a few weeks. And these are the things that came in the box, so you'll see that in the new unopened one, which I'm keeping a nice unopened state, ready for use with the TFMSX. So you get these little wires with it to go on the inside to configure it, I think. And you also get a little spare rubber ring there. That might be just to give it a bit more tension, I don't know. But first thoughts after using it for 2 years, my first thoughts were, if I'm honest, it's just amazing. It feels really nice to use. You can hear it's really clicky, proper micro switches. Yeah, and you can see it's resilient. It's been dropped a number of times and it's been hammered. It has been hammered. You can see I've still got the sticky thing on here, and I did keep the one on there for ages, up until about 3 months ago, and it just fell off. I don't know where it went. But anyway, yeah, we'll peel that off. There we go. And we'll clean it up. But right now, what I'm going to do with this, we'll have a look inside it. I'm going to put these things inside it somewhere. I like to tape them up just so they don't get lost, because I've got rid of the box for it. I only did that yesterday. So I had that box floating around for the last 2 years, and I figured if we go inside this, we can have a look at how those cables might be used. And actually, it came with this screwdriver, so you know what? Let's give that a go just to see if that's any better. And actually, it is. I think, yeah, that screwdriver's marginally better than mine. It did just slip on the head there while I was doing that. And it's not the world's biggest handle there. Obviously the size of the handle can assist. Anyway, it's big enough to get into it. A magnetic tip as well. So it's just 3 screws holding the base on. But this is now my go-to new favourite stick. You'll note from so many videos I'm like, the Cruiser, the best joystick. You know, Power Play, whatever sticks or whatever, not Power Play. Cruiser's a Power Play. The other one, the one with the yellow buttons and stuff, I don't like those. I never did. And I had to get a lot of love in the Amiga community and other communities. I hate them. They're just so hard to hold. This is really easy to hold. So you can see straight away the things here for the buttons. So you've got 3 positions in here for these little JSTs. Now, none of this stuff is documented with it. You know, there was no leaflets or anything came with it. But we got these cables here, and I think this is just to accommodate different configurations of buttons. Yeah. I don't know why there's a thing down here. It must be, let's say, for a complete different system. Yeah, as we look at it here, there's a little solder bridge there that says C64 Atari. So you can, you know, configure this, I think, with a solder blob in the right place and a cut of a trace maybe, to be C64 compatible. And it has an autofire as well. There's a little variable resistor there for that. And the autofire you just push in, and it's independent for each channel. I think when they're in, it's on, and when they're out, it's off. So that is really cool, and you can see it's got like something similar to, if not a Sanwa sort of thing here. You've got the, you know, ability to change the gates. If you're not familiar with what the gate is, you can see we've got a circular gate here. This piece here, it clips on. You've got the clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there. So you can argue that's a bit cheap in the sense that it's not a screwed on gate, yeah. It's clipped on, but nevertheless, that looks like that would be alright. It's solid plastic, and it's the joystick frame that's holding that on there. Yeah, it's not actually the micro switches themselves, they're just like clipped in, I think. And they're held in by these little metal. Hang on. Just wondering. I think they're soldered onto their own little PCBs, these look. That's quite cool. And I like the way everything's JST'd here. It's just really professionally done, if you ask me. There's one weak point to this, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But overall, the quality of these ArcadeR joysticks, they are brilliant. They're really brilliant. Performance, excellent. I love them. They're my new favourite go-to stick. Coming back to the gate again, yeah, it's a round gate, so that means as you move the joystick, you can get, I'll show you, you can get round movement like that. Great for, you know, those arcade games like, I don't know, Street Fighter, where you're trying to do, you know, Hadouken, etc. You know, fire a fireball at, you can get the right angles really, really easily with that. But you can change this for something that's orthogonal or hexagonal, or, you know, slots in each direction, so you can only go up and down or left and right, can't get diagonals, etc. But something like this is going to be fine for everything, and that's what I found from my using this stick on the Amiga and other systems. I've just never had a problem with it, and it just works really, really well. It's really tactile and responsive, so I've got to be careful I don't trap the wires here now. So, is there enough wire space under there? Yeah, there probably is. If I was to, in a corner here, tape those wires down, I reckon that'll be alright, because if you look at where it moves, you could even tape it on the lid here. I'm going to do that. Yeah, there's nothing to interfere. So, let's just do that now. I'll literally just, like, squeeze these in around here like this, and tape them down. Like that, just so they don't get lost, because then they're here, aren't they? They're here, yeah, you ever need them. You know, and you can argue maybe that's one thing that could be done to change this, I don't know, have something inside where you can clip them in or something. And then anybody in future coming in here can do what they need to do. It's quite cool. And I guess that rubber ring, you might want to maybe unscrew the screw there and stick it there, or I don't know, don't honestly know where that goes, because like I say, I haven't seen any documentation for this, but there may well be documentation on the website that explains how to configure this. Anyway, I'm going to leave it in the mode it's in at the moment, which is like Amiga compatible. You know, we've got a separate fire button for the second fire button, so we've got two fire buttons independent of each other, which is really nice. Yeah, I'll probably just bodge it like that there, because then it's never going anywhere, is it? There you go, and it's not going to inhibit movement. So, there we go. If you get one of these and you're wondering what to do with all those wires, that's what I would do. Because then you're never going to lose them. And let's be honest, everyone's going to lose them if you don't do that. They'll just go in the bin. Yeah, so I'd say the paint on the black screws here wears off a little bit easy. You know, you remove them once or twice and, you know, they start to go a bit silvery. But that's always a common issue with black screws, because they're, you know, they're always painted. It's not like you can have black steel. Well, you can like put loads of carbon in it. I think this will be the first time where I've described a video as a short video, and it is actually a short video. And there we go. So yeah, I'll clean this up now, but you can see you get this little thing here. You can change the ball, I think, if you to grip that. Yeah, there you go. Oop. Yeah, it's just wheeled off down the floor. So you can change that. I'm going to clean that now. I've taken that off. Yeah, so these will come in all different colours, different coloured plastic, different coloured buttons. You can change the ball, you can change the buttons, the Sanwa style buttons here, really clicky, really responsive, and super reliable. I haven't had the opportunity to test the Monster joysticks, but I know Jamie had one of those and sat on it and broke it. That's what I know about those. But at some point we might be able to have a look at a Monster joystick. Anyway, we'll clean off all of this finger crud now, of which there is quite a bit. Look, she's an IPA here, and the plastic is tolerant to that. If you got one of the clear ones, you might not want to do that, because it might have some acrylic in it, and we learnt recently, didn't we, from the C64 key campaign thing, you know, the video on that, when you have clear plastics, a lot of the time they have, you know, a mixture with some acrylic, and you get IPA on an edge, and things just crack on their own. Let's just pull that off, there we go, and clean right under and around it. The main thing doing it this way is you can see that I'm not talking rubbish here, like I've just got out of the box and gone, oh, it works really well, what a great video, let's, you know, great stick, let's do a review on it, and go, it's brilliant, I love it. Well, actually, I have used this so much I've worn a ring around there, and with finger juice and finger things, whatever you call it, everywhere on it. It's been really well used for 2 years. That, for me, is the best way to hopefully convey enough, you know, I have real world hand-on experience of using this stick, and I can confidently say, yeah, this is the stick I would buy any day of the week for any system. that these sticks support, and they'll work on anything that uses a 9-pin, Kempston Atari style. But the beauty with these is you've got the independent buttons, so any system that supports 2 fire buttons, you can use them both, which is really, really cool. I think they come from Poland, actually. I think the company that's behind these is a Polish company. I could be wrong. So there'll be a link to the website where you can buy these ArcadeR sticks down below. And if you've been wondering for a while, are they any good? Are they really any good? Because you see these reviews on new joysticks and you're like, well, they've been received it for free, whatever, they're giving it from the manufacturer, and they've had a short period of testing it, and does that really count? How long have they tested it? How long would you test something for? Well, I think 2 years is sufficient enough, with lots of drops, bangs, knocks, testing it across multiple systems. Is, I think, in anybody's book, good enough to qualify for enough real-world usage to have a good opinion on this, really, or a fair opinion. I'll talk about the one negative in a sec when I finish cleaning off finger marks. Just thinking about this here is like I've got some fond memories of playing Bubble Bobble with this. I'll tell you, it's around 100 on the new version of Bubble Bobble with this stick. Around 100, almost beat it. It got to the boss and the boss gubbed me. Yeah, so you can see the engraving there. Retro Radionics ArcadeR. www.retroradionics.co.uk. So it's actually a UK website. I didn't know that. So when I'm saying Poland, maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it is a Polish guy who lives in the UK now. I don't know. It might just be that they're manufactured in Poland and the company's in the UK. Honestly, don't know. I don't know. I can go confirm that, I guess. Is it really that important? Nope. What's important is you want to know where to buy them and are they any good. And I'm like, yeah, they're brilliant. These are brilliant. This is my favourite stick. The Cruiser sucks compared to this, and I would have always said that the Cruiser was the best for me, personally. And when you're cleaning anything like this, if you do have any crud like that we do there, look, and do the same with my Cruiser, frequently is toothbrush like that. And then any little gaps, dirt in the gaps there, you get it out. You'd think that would have come out when I unscrewed it, but it doesn't. It stays stuck on the edges there. Very little in the way of dirt. There's a bit there. You could argue maybe around the cavity of those. And of course the same thing goes for your buttons. You could, clean around a button in that way like that. Anyway, we are almost done. So yeah, even this piece of plastic here, it's really solid. It's a really decent thickness of plastic, and it feels like a good type of plastic. It's not dissolving there. So I have every confidence that, I don't know, another 2 years from now, this stick is going to be solid. A bit of crud in there, look. Yeah, so put that back on there. In fact, let's just give that a wipe around there. It might be a bit of grease or something around there. Yeah, I think that's a bit of grease, but it's just got some dust stuck to it. That's the sort of thing that if you wanted to re-grease that, you could get a tiny bit of molly coat on there, the M30L, and it would do the job. And then finally, our ball. In order to tighten that, you want to grip it like that. You wouldn't want to use pliers to hold that because you'll mark the nice brushed chrome or whatever it is there. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll give it a try together, but I mean, what you expected, you're going to hear clicky, 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 and you're going, it works really well. So the one negative with this stick then, let's just polish the ball. The one negative is the cable is the flimsiest cable ever. It's been solid, but it just feels really thin. It feels really thin, and it's plastic moulded and all that, which is the best way to do these, really, because, well, the cheapest way. So yeah, it just feels a bit weedy, and as a result, the thing here just feels a bit weedy as well. When you push it in, it's like it could be a bit better, and that's it. That's the negative with this. I can imagine over time this here would wear because of that, because it's it feels a bit flimsy, and the grommet there feels a bit flimsy. But every other aspect of this, I just love it. I just love it. I love it every day of the week. There really is nothing that I don't like about it other than that cable. And when I say I don't like it, you know, it's not like I don't like the cable. The cable is just, I'm a realist, you know, it's like, it's just not going to last forever if you pull and tug and twist it and all the rest of it. That's all. And for the price these sell for, I think they're just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'd love to get some more of these if money permits at some point. Maybe some different colours, I don't know. So having a look at the Retro Radionics website here, it's all very nice and glossy, and very much the same as the sticks themselves. Yeah, you can see, if I click on the stick there, you can see there's so many different colour options. It's absolutely nuts. And of course these work with all of the, you know, the systems you would, you know, use a 9-pin D-type joystick with. Retro Radionics also sells some other things. As you can see, you've got some Spectrum stuff, Sinclair stuff, microdrive stuff, some little custom laptops, enclosures and cases and things for the Spectrum. Those are very cool. A bit like ZX Renew. They may even have I don't know, a contract with them or something. Face plates, keyboard membranes, and various other things. And there's a link on their page as well to the Mark Fixer Stuff video. It's worth watching that. Mark goes a little bit more in depth and looks at a few different colours of the sticks. We covered this screen in a previous video with the VGA adapter. That was thanks to Sparks and Palmer. It sounds great through my sound system here as well, using the Cambridge Soundworks setup. Nice level of bass. But anyway, it's not about the sound and video, it's about this thing. The intro on this is great. I always love this intro. I would sit and watch this on my 500 Plus for half an hour at a time, just letting the music go round and round and round. And I've been doing that a bit recently, actually, working on the GBA 1000. It was so cinematic, the Amiga, when it, you know, around this period. It was multimedia before multimedia. Yeah, the PC caught up very quickly thereafter with the Sound Blaster and CD-ROM and stuff, and graphics cards got a lot better on the PC, but this is where the Amiga was cutting edge, really, in my mind. So cool. Let's hit fire. I might have to press a key, actually. In fact, you've got to watch this whole intro. I forgot about this. Which is not a bad thing, because the music rocks. Yeah, click and tap as I might on the buttons and sync to the music, it still doesn't skip. Spacebar doesn't skip, escape doesn't skip, nothing skips. Ah, finally, press fire. There we go, that was nice and responsive. I remember this being ported to the PC soon after this as well. I remember playing it on the PC a bit. I think that's the checkpoint, isn't it? But yeah, it just works as you imagine it would. I don't know what you were expecting, apart from clickiness like that. Those look like they came straight from Aliens, didn't they? The design of them. God, they're relentless, those. And a bit of R-Type. How could I not play R-Type? It's a really good version. PC Engine, I think, is the best version, but this is a close second for me. Some people like the Master System version of R-Type, and of course there's the new Mega Drive version that's coming out. That looks really amazing. So I can test the auto fire here, but bear in mind you don't want auto fire on your main shot, so I can do charge shots, look. Switch auto fire on and hold down the fire button, and we've got auto fire. And what's really convenient is the location of where that auto fire button is. You know, it being here, I could just switch that off and I get the charge shot. That is such a cool design choice to put the auto fire switch on the front as a push in, push out type switch. You know, a latchable one. Oh, struggling here. I'm trying to get that thing on the front. Yep, and it's on the back now. And of course, the second fire button is. Hang on. Why is the second fire button not working on this? There it is. Yeah, it's because I had auto fire on the second fire button. Oh, yeah. If you try to use the second fire button on this game, yeah, to release the force, if your auto fire's on, it doesn't work. That's just this game. It's the way this game works with the second fire button. But you can see I'm using auto fire here now. I'll wait till I get the force again. I think it's called the force. That is so cool. It's really rapid as well. And I think if you used the that little variable resistor inside, you could adjust the speed of that. If you found it was too fast for you or too slow for you, you could just take it to pieces and adjust that little variable resistor. There you go. Hold it to the front now. And probably fire it off there, look, like that. Yeah, every time I play this game, I'm always reminded of Jamie Morgan. Morgan Just Games. He's such a fan of R-Type, and he's so good at it. He plays it fairly frequently on his channel, but it's a joy to watch him playing it. And yeah, that'll probably be the next video. This mouse that came from Jamie Morgan. I did a short repair to that. Not a very long video, but I've been meaning to get that out for ages, so yeah, that'll be the next video. Anyway, it works really well, super clicky, as you'd expect. Yeah, so just wrapping up now. Here's the unboxing that we didn't do at the beginning. So this is the one that I've not had out of the box. You can see how it comes, you know, with the knob and everything there and these things. It's really cool. You've got the wires and things there, and obviously the screwdriver. Yeah, this one, as I say, will be... Oop, I've just dropped that on the floor. Yeah, this one will be used with the MSX. Let's just see if we can have a quick look under there. Yeah, you can see I have not had that one out of the box, but this one will be used with the MSX. And this is where this started, really. It was, you know, Stephen Leary sending me this, say thank you for the help with the MSX when we built and tested that. And it was a fun project, and I really love that MSX, and we'll revisit that. I just haven't revisited it. He's done a later revision. There've been all sorts of add-ons and things for it, you know, like, I don't know, case of stuff and a jammer adapter. But I've just not had the opportunity and the funds to pursue the MSX stuff yet. I want to try and get like a multi-cart, something that works, you know, where I can, you know, put an SD card in or something, but they're just not available. They're not available. I can't even do a homebrew ROM cart to stick a few MSX2 or 2+ games on. So yeah, I've kind of hit a brick wall with that just for the moment, but things might change with that, I don't know. So huge thanks to Stephen Leary for sending me 2 of these. They are amazing. Check out the links down below to Retro Radionics, and there are a few sellers around the world where you can buy these sticks from. I think they're fantastic. As you saw from Retro Radionics, you can buy them for like $29 each, and I just think they're brilliant. I think they're an absolutely brilliant joystick. Yes, I mentioned the cable being not great, but do you know what? I've not had any problems with it. It still works really fine, and I've had it in and out, in and out, in and out. It's been connected to all sorts of systems here. So anyway, hope you found that interesting. I'll catch you in the next video.